Once upon a time, in a magical meadow full of flowers and tall green grass, there lived a small caterpillar named Casey. Casey was a kind, thoughtful little caterpillar who spent her days munching on leaves and helping her friends. Even though she was small, Casey always had a big heart. One sunny morning, as Casey was crawling on a leaf, she spotted a tiny ant struggling to carry a crumb back to its anthill. Casey, being the caring caterpillar she was, asked, "Do you need some help?" The ant looked up, smiled, and said, "That would be wonderful. It's such a heavy crumb for someone as small as me." Casey gently pushed the crumb along with her tiny legs, helping the ant all the way to its home. "Thank you so much, Casey," the ant said. Casey just smiled and continued on her way. As she crawled through the meadow, Casey noticed many more animals who needed help. A ladybug couldn't find her way home, so Casey guided her back to her favorite leaf. A snail was moving too slowly to escape a rainstorm, so Casey found him a cozy shelter. Even though Casey was always busy helping others, there was one thing she often wondered about: what it would be like to fly. She saw beautiful butterflies soaring through the air, their wings sparkling in the sunlight, and wondered if she would ever be able to join them. But then she would look down at her many tiny legs and think, "I'm just a caterpillar. Maybe I'm meant to stay on the ground." One evening, as the sun began to set, Casey was feeling a little tired from all the helping she had done that day. She found a comfy branch to rest on and wrapped herself in a soft, silky cocoon. Little did Casey know, something magical was about to happen. While Casey slept in her cozy cocoon, a great change took place. Slowly, her little legs grew stronger, and something wonderful began to form. Bright, colourful wings started to emerge. Days later, when Casey woke up, she was no longer a small, crawling caterpillar. She had transformed into a magnificent butterfly. Her wings were painted with the colours of the meadow, shades of yellow, orange, and blue. At first, Casey wasn't sure how to use her wings. She fluttered them a little and realised she could float up into the air. "I can fly!" she exclaimed, feeling the wind beneath her wings. As she soared above the meadow, she could see all her old friends from a brand new view. But even though Casey had changed, her caring heart stayed the same. She flew down to check on her ant friend, the ladybug, and the snail. This time, when they saw her, they were amazed. "Casey, you're a butterfly now," they cheered. "Yes," Casey said with a smile, "but I'm still the same friend you've always known." She realized that no matter how much she had transformed on the outside, her kindness and love for helping others would never change. From that day on, Casey the butterfly flew high above the meadow, helping her friends just as she had before. And every now and then, she would look down and remember the days when she was a little caterpillar dreaming of flying. Now she knew that the most beautiful thing about her transformation wasn't just her wings. It was her caring heart, which had grown even bigger. And so Casey lived happily ever after, spreading kindness wherever her wings took her, reminding everyone she met that it's what's on the inside that makes you truly beautiful.